All right, good morning. It's a Wednesday. We are August 28th, 2024. Only a couple months away from the general elections of our country, which I'm not going to give my opinion right now, but I'll just say that I wish we had some better candidates all around. I'll say that. So, looking at what's going on, welcome to the Salty Free Market Review. We're looking at what low floats there are, what gappers there are, what movers there are, what's going on, movers and shakers, and so forth. So, let's jump right in and take a look at what happened the overnight to the market overall. We'll jump on to the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Going over here to the 5-minute candle of each one. So at the close, we were on an uptrend. We had a little bit of a dip overnight, but then we came right back up to the levels we were previously. Same with both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. What's moving right now? Let's take a look. We have Chewy, of all things. Jump back to one here. Chewy appears to be moving. It's CHWY. Had a close at a little bit of a higher high. We've passed the 200 moving average on the 5-minute. Let's see if we can pull it up here. What's been going on for the past 20 days, or less 30 days, 4 hours. So we've been riding up. We had a little bit of a dip, and then we kind of jumped back up again. So we're on an upward movement. So that's going on with Chewy. No big news other than they just had a second quarter decline in net income reported. That was it, which was really surprising that you would have an increase recovery day after that type of news. But so be it. Now going on, let's see, what do we have for the gappers? BSLK is on the list. We had a significant gap up last night. No news other than, let's see, why Nordstrom shares. So this is, it says something to do with Nordstrom shares. Probably has an honorable mention here with Bolt Projects holding. So gap up, drop down, came back up overnight. Might be a continuation play. Don't know. I don't like how my impulse and my MACD are turned down. This on the 5 minutes about to turn down as well. So I would say it's probably going to be dropping back down to normal price range. So the average of what it was prior to close last night. PITA, Hiraba Electronics. Don't know, but at close, they were about $2.30 a share, and they jumped all the way up to $3.59, almost 60 cents a share, and then came crashing down a little bit, about halfway. And they're on the same news as the Nordstroms there. It just says probably just another honorable mention. Nothing significant that I see. It's just talking about movers in the morning. That's it. So JBDI. Same news break, and just honorable mention, started going up, and they continue to go up. So there might be a continuation play, but right now you have the MACD on the 5-minute and the impulse running down. You have the red on the MACD bars, and then you're kind of curling over here at the on the 1-minute though, the opposite direction. But you're below VWAP, so you're still kind of in a bullish market or a bearish market. So I would probably put that on my list just to watch, but not the primary focus that I'm going to be looking at. Let's see. AIXI. So this is pretty confident it's probably a Chinese company, Zhao E Corporation Equity. No news on them other than news from yesterday. China court's verdict in patent infringement case against Apple. So Zhao, I know who Zhao is. We have Zhao products all over in Europe as well as in Montenegro. I honestly didn't know that they had stock over here in the United States until now. So, I mean, there's so many stocks out there, so many companies out there, it's too hard to follow them all. I mean, you're talking thousands. And so it's nice to be surprised occasionally. So, let's see, what else we got here? We got a runner-up. They started dropping midday or in the intraday, and then in the runner-up or midday, they started running up all the way up to, let's see what we're at. We were at $6.12, so they went from $4.23 to $6.12 overnight. Dropped back down. You got lower low or lower highs here, so could be curling over to retrace without any exceptional news, other than just they won a lawsuit against Apple, but over in China. Yeah, go figure. So anyway, continue on. VMAR. Not really sure. It's just a low float stock right now. There's no news on it. It's not really moving, but some reason it hit my scanner, and it has high volume for pre-market. Well, not super high, but it does have some high volume. It has a relative volume of 6.44. Which is 6 times more than its previous average. Something happened here where they popped up dramatically. I mean, that's a $1.65 change practically just to get wiped right back down. So there's a lot of sellers sitting here waiting, and probably a bunch of people with stops in case the price ever jumped up, that they would be able to just get out and get green, get out. They're probably already holding it, and if they were holding it for a long time, you had let's see how the 30-day went. If they were holding a long time, they were happy to have something back. Let's put it that way. I would be. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got ASST. ASST is moving up actually. They were a play the other day for me, and looks like a continuation of a play. No additional news yet. They're just gapping up, and they have a low float, so jumping up from the close around 189, we're all the way up to 224 right now. So 30 cent to 40 cent gain going on. We'll see if they have a continuation play at all and continue to move higher. ACAC. Acri Capital Acquisition stockholders approved merger with Fox with 2 X's, FOXX Development. So a merger can always be a positive. They can end up actually being a catalyst for investors and for their stock to actually boom. Now, let's see where. That's as far back as they were. Oh, I guess maybe it's an IPO release as well. Let's see. Let's go back 30 days. No, they're just trading flat for many days. Let's see, what's a year have back? Oh, but they were on a steady incline the entire time. If you want to wait an entire year to move 40 cents per share, not too bad, I guess. But at least it's up. It's all green. Yeah, they had a nice little jump up here. I mean, you're talking a significant increase from $10.90 all the way to $22. That would be my primary play come 7 o'clock. I'm going to be watching that because there's always a chance for retrace, and it's already trading back at the level it was before the merger announcement. So we'll see if that kind of jumps back up. So that's ACAC. SINT, Synx Technologies, almost like synth, but synth with a TX. Let's see, any news on them? They had news yesterday, announced it was granted U.S. patent. Patent plays are always good because that could also be a catalyst. Ceramic articulation couples, orthopedics. Okay, orthopedics product patent. So jumped up here in the previous the post market to a high of 532 from 403. So there's always another chance to repeat to that high. They're still back down a little bit to where they were trading before with a little bit of upward momentum showing here. So that might be another one to good watch. So ACAC, or let's see, it was ACAC, SINT, and ASST. Those are the three that I'd be probably watching right now, even though there's a few others that are up on the high high notification on my scanners here. All right, let's see. Last one, CSCI. CoScience Biopharma. Let's see. CoScience Biopharma. No additional new news. They're just up on upward movement on both the MACDs. They're within my RSI. Turn a little red here on the MACD a little bit, actually, if I get in close here. So you can see turn red, turn it down, turn impulse, turn red. Possibly will curve over on the impulse. And then, but we are running up on the Heiken. But you can see this box is a little bit smaller than that box. So there's a chance that it could be a runner, but you got this red candle here on the 5 minute and then a little tiny green candle right now on the 5 minute. Usually I like to make an entry that's two reds for shorts or two greens for longs. So that's one of my strategies. There you go. And let's see. We got 3 viewers on. Wow, awesome. What about Lululemon stock? Let's check out Lululemon. What is it, Lulu, right? I think it's Lulu. Yeah. Lululemon stock. Yesterday was pretty flat, even though you had a lot of waves. Didn't really go anywhere. Drop down, pop back up, drop down, pop back up. So what you see here is these big waves, and then you have some consolidation going on. Same with here, but then it dropped back down. So, but you're getting a lower high or a higher lows. You're not making higher highs though. You're actually on a declining pattern here. So if you were to draw a line from, let's say, the high back here where this candle is, well, see where the line touches there. We can come up here and just draw this line. You're on a decline there. I mean, even from this candle, you're on a decline. So now it is flattening out a little bit, but you got a little ways to go to get back up to your high that you were previously. I mean, that's a whole dollar and almost $1.50 step. So it's a good time to buy it now for a long investment. Is it a good? Well, I can't give you advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investor yet. So now, if I was going to look at it for myself, let's look at it for. If I look at all my. Yes, I do technical analysis on things, and sometimes I forget I did the technical analysis. This was all like a long time ago, probably months and months of build-up stuff. So let's remove it so we can actually see the chart here. All right, so now we did have starting at the beginning of the year, or a year ago from now, you had $3.71 per share. It jumped all the way up to $5.18 a share, and now you're down to $2.71 a share. You had this low candle here. Let's jump back even further. Let's go back to 2 years. 2 years. If I was going to say you're going to average out, you may come back up to 320 within the next month. But, there's no guarantee on that. And so it could be a good play, but there's also no guarantee that it's going to continue. It's going to continue to incline or increase as well. You're still on this big downward motion here. You got your 200 line. It's still exponentially growing wider from your 50 exponential moving average. So right now it could be a good play, but you could always see it go the other way as well. You just don't know, and so you got 2 doji candles here. It looks like. So practically 2 doji. So and this is on the day. So there's not a whole lot of movement going on, and you're on a downward turn here. Both of them are being doji. You got this one here, but you do have a lot of green on the volume. Well, it's about midway, so it's hard to say whether it'd be something I'd be interested in. I would probably give it maybe another couple days before I take another look at it to make it a long strategy. But that's just me. All right, and that's all we got for this morning. I actually got to get going because I got some other things I got to get done today before the market opens here in 26 minutes. So hopefully you guys got everything you need. So what your watchers again are, I'm going to be watching ASST, ACAC, SINT, and CSCI Chewy is on the list as well, just because they had this run up, but they had this significant drop here, this in the pre-market. But there's always a chance that it could bounce off of the 200. Well, at least on the 5 minute, not on the 1 minute. It just creamed right through the 1 minute. So, but you could see a bounce play. So watch for that. Maybe some high volume here, because this candle's green. So, and it looks like it already bounced back up right here. So I'd be watching that one, see if we have some continuation play. That's what I'm going to be doing. The other one that just popped in my scanner was APDN. Looks like they were a runner yesterday, or a play yesterday for, not a runner-up, but they just had some directional moves. They had a runner-up initially, and then they dropped down and continue to drop down forever. But they could be running back up to test a new high, you never know. So keep an eye on that as well. I'm going to be watching it, and we'll see how things go. Other than that, that's all I got for today. I got to take off, get ready for the pre-market, do the same, focus on your strategies, set a course, make sure you plan it out, check your weather, check your winds, and set your sails, and stick to it. Try not to deviate from your strategy too much, because when you do, you probably don't perform as well. So that's all I got. This is a Salty Stock Skipper signing off. See ya.